Good morning. Sorry I'm late. I'm going to add Andrea here. There we go. Good morning.
Good morning. We're here. We did it.
We did. Sorry that we're late. That was me. Absolutely nothing went wrong. I just suddenly looked at my watch and it was 9:37. So, whoops. Sorry.
Whoops. That's all right. We're good. We're here. Yay.
Mm-hmm. Hold on, let me turn up my volume. Oh, turn up my volume.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining.
Mm-hmm.
Look at all that. So I think today we're just going to kind of chit chat about what we've got going on. Nothing jaw-dropping, but cool, maybe some new stuff, and celebrate the solstice, at least. Mm-hmm. Happy solstice to everyone. Days are going to start getting longer tomorrow, and I always try and get outside on the solstice. Actually, I'll start with a little solstice story. I went to buy some coffee beans this morning on my bicycle, and I was riding on the trail, and something flew right in front of my face, and it had big striped feathers, and I was like, whoa. And at first I thought a hawk, but it was totally silent, and I just looked over, and this huge barred owl landed in the tree right next to the trail, like looked right at me and turned their head all the way around and back, and it was beautiful. I don't see that very often, so seeing an owl is a very special thing for me. So I did not have my camera, so I have no photographic evidence, but it was a really special moment. So happy solstice. Thank you, owl. It's amazing to spend our lives in the presence of other beings like that. So
sounds amazing. Yeah, for people who don't know Andrea in person, but you've seen her photography, that really is who Andrea is. We will sometimes have like FaceTimes, and then she'll be talking to me, and suddenly she'll like, I am so sorry, there's a squirrel on the tree right behind me. So it's okay.
Now we can move on. And I have a hummingbird feeder right outside my window. So sometimes I will also just be like, oh, hello. And I am easily distracted by nature. So
it's fantastic. Yeah.
Okay, so do you want to go first with whatever news or things you've got?
Yeah. Well, first of all, it's the end of the year, and it's been a year. It's been a good year, but like also just a lot. So starting out with just thank you to everyone.
Yes.
Yeah, super appreciate everyone for all of the things. People who bought yarn, I really appreciate it, but also just being here and sharing stuff or commenting or just all the things. We're super lucky to be able to do what we do, and we're only able to do it because of people like you. So thank you.
Yeah, I'll second that. Thank you very much to everybody out there, and those of you who are here on this live. We really appreciate you being here.
Yeah. And then the other thing I will mention is we have, I do a yarn club in the winter spring. So this is actually not a club with Andrea. This is just yarn. Sign-ups are open now. They'll be open till the end of December. And then the first shipment goes out middle of January. So if you'd like to join us for the yarn club, come join us. GageDyeWorks.com. Everything's secret, so we can't show you what we're going to do this year, but I will just show you two of the projects from last year, and I'm really embarrassed to say I can't find the third. The third is a pair of socks, and I know it's just like right there somewhere, but this isn't just this morning me being scattered. The past couple of days, like I put it somewhere safe so I wouldn't lose it, and then I've lost it. But our January project last year was this shawl. And because with the January project last year, that means this year we'll have it in the shop. Maybe not quite in January, but early in the year. So this was one of our projects, and the other was a cute pair of striped socks. And then
ooh, look at that.
Yeah. So my 76 striped yarn, that was actually the swatch for this colorway.
Okay. I was actually going to say, like, look at that rainbow. That's the rainbow that I'm obsessed with. Yeah. I recognize that. Cool.
So so this was part of last year's club. Hold on, just a sec. Darn, I thought maybe they'd be right. The socks I'm looking for would be right there. Anyway, so that's my my news or my stuff that I'm up to right now. What great. About you?
I will say I also have a club that is not gauge related. So folks, you can see that occasionally Catherine and I do things that don't include each other. I'm doing the Indie Untangled Where We Knit Club next year with Tanis Fiber Arts is my companion on that one. And I just saw the yarn, some photos of the yarn samples that they're gonna send me. Really cool. I'm very excited. So we are going to be the November, there will be 4, I think, shipments of the yarn and patterns. So it's basically like each season you have a dyer and designer who pair together to create something cool. And then you get that shipped to you. And Tanis and I were the November club, and it's going to be a colorwork accessory is what I can tell you. And they have created some really cool colors. There's 2 different colorways for our edition, and I'm very excited to give it a try. So we are already planning that, even though it's only for November. So you can sign up for that through the link in my profile, Indie Untangled, Where We Knit Club, and you can get pay for all 4 at once, or there's an installment program too. So that's the club that I'm doing without Catherine. And we will be doing our summer clubs together next summer too. But then I was going to give just a couple of sneak peeks because I have a goal for 2024 to just produce a lot more work. I'm kind of like independent patterns for all of you. So I've already gotten started, and I have 3 patterns that the samples have been knit, and they will be coming out early next year. So I'm just going to show you that here. I have not shared these. I don't think I've shared, well, one of them I may have shared in public somewhere. But anyway, so the first is a hat. Ooh. With some leafy color work. And what's exciting about this one to me, 2 things. There's like a doubled brim, which I'm really into, which means you can get the color work to go all the way to the edge, which I think is really cool. I have a different colorway here. And the other thing is that this uses scraps of yarn. So you can, there's 5 different colors. So you can kind of dig through your stash and find things that you have leftovers of and create some cool hats. And this will be in a bunch of sizes. So that is one project. And then kind of in the same theme, I've got a new sock design with that same leaf motif, and then this really cool toe that I'm very excited about. So socks and a hat will be coming. And then the big one is that I have a cabled sweater that is in testing right now. My first tester just finished, and it is really cool. So this one is very nearly done, and hopefully, depending on when I can knit the second sample, I'm waiting for, I'm gonna get yarn for the second sample, and then once that's done, I will have a photo shoot. And yeah, the process of the cabled sweater has been years in the making, and every single element of this project has taken longer than I anticipated or desired, but it is like home stretch. I just have one more sample to knit. I've got a photo shoot to do. My testers have to finish. But yeah, I will have that for you early next year. So some new patterns coming that I'm very excited to share with you. And hopefully I will have a lot of cool new stuff for you next year.
That is exciting. I should say too, I think this is the time of year where people buy advents. So get a lot of minis or get those like beautiful mini kits. Yes. And then you have the yarn and you're like, oh wait, what should I do with this? Those color work socks seem Perfect.
I think the
is the hat
socks would be amazing for minis, and the hat too could be
weight.
Yeah, they're both fingering weight, and I used my like Shetland yarns for these. So I traveled to Shetland with Gudrun and Mary Jane many years ago, and I brought back a ton of Jameson and Smith and Uradale and Jameson's, and all of these yarns are like fingering weight Shetland yarn, kind of loosely plied. So warm, so cozy. Not really ideal in my opinion for socks, but they're amazing for hats, sweaters, accessories. And so this one is mostly an Uradale, except for that yellow, I think is a Jameson and Smith. And this one is Jameson's, a bunch of different ones. So really cool for those like tiny skeins or leftovers or woolly yarns. Very toasty, so. Yeah.
Excellent.
Oh, and I will again say Knitovation and alternate books are amazing gifts, and also for yourself. So if you need something for a knitter that you know, that knitter maybe being you, you might like those books. Both of them make great gifts. So authors gotta promote their books. So get yourself some Knitovation and alternate.
That's true. Alrighty. Well, I think short and sweet. I think we did it.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Just keep it as is.
So I think final thing people should do for themselves or for others today or soon is go outside and enjoy the world, because this is the time of year that everything gets overwhelming, and so it's just like go enjoy it. Hopefully you can bike around and see an owl, but if not, you can go outside and take a few deep breaths maybe.
Yeah, definitely. And the solstice is a beautiful day to just like take a moment in nature and take a deep breath and kind of meditate on the seasons and things changing and staying the same, and the light coming back. And I always meditate on the next year, on the day of the solstice, whether that's the winter or the summer solstice. So here's to the light coming back. And thank you all for being here. I hope that whatever holidays you are excited about, you are going to have a beautiful and peaceful and wonderful time with family and friends. So.
Yes, absolutely.
All right.
Alrighty.
We'll see you again in January.
That sounds good. See you in January. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody. Thank you for being here.